How did Ali Khamenei become the supreme leader? Not many people know this. Not even many Iranians know this. They are often shocked to find that the man who has been given absolute power in their country, the man with the ultimate control over the presidency, the armed forces, and every other institution in the country, the man who by law is considered to be God's representative on earth, became leader by violating Iran's own laws. As we speak, Ali Khamenei is violating Iran's constitution by remaining in power. This means that Iran's current regime would be toppled if we enforce Islamic Republic's own laws. You only need to know 3 individuals for this story to make sense. Khamenei, the first supreme leader of Iran. Khamenei, the second and current supreme leader of Iran. And the kingmaker Rafsanjani, the former president of Iran. This is a Secular Jihadists video. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the like button. I appreciate your support. Soon after Khamenei's death, the Assembly of Experts assembled to pick the next supreme leader. Iran's constitution at the time had provided 3 options. First was to pick a marja as the supreme leader. In Shia Islam, a marja is someone with the highest religious authority to make legal decisions for followers and lower-ranking clerics. The second option was for the Assembly of Experts to choose a council of 3 people for leadership. And the third option was a leadership council of 5 people. Councils of 3 and 5 people were suggested. Ali Khamenei was included in both. 4 people were also put forth as options for individual leadership rather than a council. Ali Khamenei was not one of these 4 individuals. Initially, there was a vote to determine whether a council or an individual will hold the position. 44 out of 74 voted for the individual option. According to the regulations, each option required a minimum of 50 votes, so the approval of the individual option was illegal. But this is just the beginning. It gets much worse. According to Article 107 of the Constitution, the leader must be a marja. Khamenei was not a marja. Yet directed by Rafsanjani, the assembly proceeded to vote for Khamenei without any hesitation. Rafsanjani was planning to put the unqualified Khamenei in the position of the supreme leader, thinking that with Khamenei as supreme leader and himself in the role of the presidency, he would have the ultimate control of the country. You see, at the time, Rafsanjani had so much power, he could not imagine an unqualified puppet he himself put in place overpowering him. Without Khamenei, he imagined the president's role to be the most influential. Given that Khamenei was neither a marja nor even a mujtahid, Rafsanjani assumed that Khamenei's role as the supreme leader would just be a ceremonial one. But that is not at all how things worked out. How Khamenei managed to become the most powerful man in Iran is a topic for another video. The clips you're watching are of the election and the discussions surrounding it. They were leaked years after Khamenei's rise to power. The most talked about part was right after Rafsanjani presents Khamenei as the candidate and before the voting takes place, where Khamenei claims that one must cry tears of blood for an Islamic society where even the possibility of leadership by someone like him is suggested. He then admits that his candidacy is illegal. Yet Rafsanjani dismissed all that by claiming that Khamenei himself had privately told Rafsanjani that Khamenei was the best candidate. Rafsanjani claimed this despite knowing that in his will, Khamenei had warned that no quote should be attributed to him unless it was his voice, his writing, or bears his signature. Declaring the end of debates, Rafsanjani calls members to stand up if they approve of Khamenei's leadership. 56 out of 74 cast their vote for Khamenei. The clips show that before and during the voting process, Rafsanjani ensures the assembly members that they are electing Khamenei to be a temporary leader until a permanent leader can be selected. Yet in the official statement, the word temporary is never mentioned. It took less than 4 hours for all this to happen, and the Iranian people have been living with its consequences ever since. After his rise to power, Khamenei did not show mercy to the man to whom he owed his leadership. He removed Rafsanjani from all political power, as he did with many others. If you want to know how Khamenei managed to dominate over all other competing powers in Iran, let me know in the comment section for me to know there is demand for an episode like this. You can also suggest other topics you want me to cover. I'm your host, Armin Navabi. This is the Secular Jihadists. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.